Evan Rand here playing Farming Simulator 22 on Prairie Farms, Michigan, and welcome to another snowy day here in December. Yes, we got quite a bit of snow on the ground here, and there's more snow coming down here, and we are working out in the fields here today, Evan. Yeah, and we're plowing through, I don't know, probably more snow than dirt, if anything, but hey, it actually seems to be working here in the game for some reason, so I'm not going to complain too much about it here. Of course, in real life, everyone that plowing in this much snow probably wouldn't happen very quickly. It looks like we got at least, I don't know, it's kind of hard to judge how much snow here with this. Keep in mind, the discs on this particular plow, or more of a ripper actually, are probably about, I'm guessing anywhere between 20 and 24 inches in diameter. So we probably got a good foot and a half of snow going on here, and we're still working through it. I think I alluded to this here last episode. Everyone, you want one of the best snow removal devices in the game here? Well, if you're kind of looking at it, this is probably one of the better snow removal devices here. Definitely removes it nice and easily, although sometimes it doesn't always, depending on how thick it is. Everyone gets something to jump around a little bit. But so far, actually seems to work quite nicely here. So anyway, we're working on plowing up field 6 here this episode. We started on it there last episode. I kind of said we might continue it here this episode. You know, this is not something we do very often here, Evan, so I thought, you know what, why not? Let's start plowing. Using the John Deere 9530T here, by the way, 2-track tractor. This is the older 2-track tractor here, by the way, not the R model. And of course, it is the 9000 series RT, or what's now known as the RT anyway. Back when they released this particular tractor, it was just known as the T, so 9530T or 9520T. Not entirely sure how many different sizes of tractors they made here in this particular, 9530, 95, I don't know, was there 96? I don't think there was a 9630T, was there? I don't know, maybe there was. 9430T, 9330T, I'm not sure, I don't know. Gotta say, whoever did the cab did a pretty nice job in the cab. This is definitely a nice looking cab here, if you ask me. Very nicely done. By the way, we are running with GPS here, of course, this episode. Oh, you know what? And I didn't adjust my GPS line so we can't see above the snow, can we? Okay. Oh, did I forget? I had the oh, it got turned off. Okay. I had headland mode turned on. Apparently got turned off there between episodes. All the stuff you gotta turn back on here when you restart the game, of course, right? Apparently, it doesn't save your line height either. I did not realize that. Minor quibble, I suppose, but gotta say, there's something kind of fun here about just plowing away in the snow. Which, by the way, for real life, for those who wonder, by the way, there's nothing stopping you from necessarily doing field work in the snow, plowing, cultivating, something like that. Disking, that one might be a little more interesting. I suppose it would potentially work. But as long as the ground is not frozen or not frozen hard, you can definitely do something like this here in the winter. This is probably a little bit on the much as far as it comes to snow. It's a little much of it, but as long as the ground's not frozen, that's probably the bigger thing. If the ground is frozen, and depending on how much it's frozen, you could potentially do more damage than good. Just breaking up plunks, and not to mention possibly breaking your equipment, if this is on the braking part, right? If the ground is frozen, it makes it just that much harder for your equipment to go through it. That being said, sometimes a little bit of frost can be beneficial as well. When you have just a little bit to harden up the top surface so you can drive on it with your tractor without having to worry about sinking down or getting stuck. Like I said, that can sometimes be beneficial. And as I already said, I'm kind of surprised at how well this is actually working in the game here. I would not have expected this to work this well here. I figured with as much snow as we had, plowing this field is probably out of the question here this year in the game anymore, but so far seems to be working. Speaking of plowing, by the way, might have to do a little more plowing here. We'll probably work on this a little bit later in this episode. Do a little plowing here ourselves first. And then I want to go and start selling some crop here because I don't know if either today in the game or a little bit later. Let's see what we're looking at here. Wheat. Wheat is, yeah, pretty much wheat's up there on the highest price at the moment. Oats, pretty much the highest price at the moment. Let's see, what's your sunflower? We don't have a whole lot of sunflowers. Those actually, okay, not a good time to sell sunflowers, apparently. Noted. Soybeans, I think soybeans were later, too. Yeah, soybeans are also in June. Not a good time to sell soybeans. Corn, though. And actually, we got dry corn, so I'm not sure if that affects this or not. Wow, where do we got all that straw? 947,000 liters of straw. Huh. I'm not sure where all that straw is, to be honest, Evan. Or is it? No, wait a minute. Okay, it's 500,000 liters each, right? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. They're in our storage barn. I was thinking 250,000 liters each for some reason, but no, I think now that I think about it, it is a million. So, let's see. Where's the dry corn at? Am I missing this here somewhere? Manure. Got a lot of manure. Got a fair amount of slurry, too. Straw. Seeds. Soybeans. Oh, dry corn. There we go. What it says we got 0 liters. That's not probably quite right, but okay. June. Oh, June is the best time. Well, okay, December. January isn't too bad for that either. We might just sell some anyway. And for those who wonder, by the way, this part over here was plowed, and actually, if you look at the map, I mean, it is still plowed. For some reason, when I took a screenshot, it removed, or maybe I shouldn't say removed, it added the snow back to this area for some reason. So I don't know what's up with that. So that's a little bit annoying. Like, we had it plowed, and I thought it was a cool screenshot, so I took a screenshot, and then the whole snow reappeared. I'm like, what in the world? I don't know what's up with that, whatever. See exactly where I took the screenshot. Right there. Yep. Okay, well, anyway, back to the menu here real quick while we were checking our prices. So, yeah, dried corn, June. June is the best month for that, which was the same as soybeans, too, right? That was the same. Speaking of the manure, by the way, yep, June for that. I do want to look into getting a dry manure spreader here of some sorts. That one probably be one of the larger ones, no doubt. In fact, what does this field look like here as far as fertilizer goes? And I forget what field. I know one of the fields I was looking at putting corn on here. I don't remember which one that one was here again. So this one's particularly low. 7 has a little bit. Both 6 and 9, I would say, are fairly similar, so it probably doesn't make a whole lot of difference as to which one I do which with. But I want to use some of our manure. I want solid manure, and just see what's, how much we can actually do with it. With the 4 cow barns we have, it seems like we're actually generating enough manure that actually makes it worthwhile to do something with here. Speaking of animal barns, by the way, how are we looking over here, cows? Ooh, we're up to 72% on those. Not bad. Again, everyone, the feed level has not gone up on these cows, so we're basically, I think, maintaining, and that is it. Straw looking pretty good. Pretty good there as well. So 50% on those, 72% on those. Nice, nice. Gotta make sure I keep an eye on them, keep them fed. We're looking pretty good. We've got all, or almost, I should say, all of our corn in the dryer here at this point, by the way. There's just a little bit left in the truck that needs to be transferred over. But auto drive transferred all the corn from our main silo system over to the dryer. So when we start selling dry corn, I will have to load out from the dryer. Oh, I got the old windshield wiper going. Interestingly enough, the back one's now. Oh, wait, never mind. I spoke too soon. The back one does go. Okay. Looks like we're running about 1,500, 1,600 RPMs here at the moment. Going 11.8 or 9 miles an hour. That is not right. No, we're only going 7 miles an hour here. Is that... I can't tell from that display, Evan, if that's saying miles per hour or kilometers. I'm not sure, but don't know on that. I'm guessing, Evan, that what it's displaying there, we're going 7 miles an hour here according to the game. What it's displaying up on the post there is probably kilometers per hour there, if I had to guess. So 7 miles per hour or 11.8 or 11.9 kilometers per hour. Oh, here's the GPS kickoff there. Gonna probably try and see if I can adjust those numbers here just a little bit so we get a little bit closer. Headland distance. Oh, not 95. How about 5? See what that looks like. I don't think they've ever added any like auto turning features or anything like that to this GPS that I know of. As far as I know, it's just stop and off. Yep. Those who remember the GPS here from Farming Simulator 17 and before, everyone, that GPS actually had the ability to auto turn, so you can have the option to like auto turn at the headland. It was not a feature I used very often, and I would say also not a feature that worked very well, depending on what you're trying to do. Just, you know, the turning there, such wide turns, sometimes it just did not work very well. But it was an option, so. Still miss that GPS a little bit, Evan. That was definitely a nice GPS here in some ways. Anyway, well, we're going up and down the field here. Let's read a few comments here. Ethan was saying, I think a 0 was added to that price tag of that snowblower. Yeah, I'm thinking so there, Ethan. I'm thinking so. For those who didn't see it last episode, we bought a $73,000 snowblower. Like, oh my goodness, I don't know. That seems a little pricey to me, everyone. I mean, maybe 20,000 maybe, but the 73,000, that seems a little expensive. You know, most of your smaller snowblowers you're putting behind your tractor are, you know, somewhere between 5 and 10, right? Or less. You know, if you get the smaller, like homeowner snowblowers, those are probably anywhere from a couple thousand, maybe, you know, to 5,000. Christopher was saying, good video. Thank you very much for that. Frank was asking, is GPS auto steer a mod or is that in the game? Yes, GPS. The GPS we're using here is a mod. Not available on the console, by the way. So for anyone wondering on that one, to my knowledge, it is another one of those PC-only mods here, unfortunately. Still baffles me, everyone, how there is no GPS built into this game, Evan. Especially, Evan, when you take into consideration, we got this mod known here as, if I can get up to it, as precision farming, everyone. Someone explain to me, Evan, how do we do precision farming without GPS? Oh, speaking of that, I just see our grass field here is out of date. Huh. Why is that field out of date, Evan? All the rest of these fields here have been like, I think that one is our newest field. If I get it. So when you see the black, well, you can see on the information on the side here, black, outdated. So field 3 is outdated as far as its information goes. Huh. Wonder why that is, because again, all these other fields, Evan, are like older. Field 3 is the newest field. Weird. But yeah, anyway, again, I'm going back to that discussion there. Why is there no GPS in the game, Evan? Like, I don't know. I'm kind of curious about that. Like, for those who don't know, Farming Simulator is a European-based game. The programmers and the company are all based over in Europe. So do they like not use GPS over in Europe or something? Wouldn't surprise me. All the European farming channels I've seen, I have not seen a single one that uses GPS. which is, interesting, Evan. Of all the American farming channels I watch, I don't think there's a single one that does not use GPS. And some of them use it to one extent or another, some of them maybe use a little more, a little less, but pretty much all the farmers use GPS, at least especially when it comes to like planting and maybe putting down fertilizer. Now, some of those forms of GPS might be a little more primitive than others. They might just have, like a little heads-up display with the dots showing whether you're centered on your line or not. But, again, most farmers, in fact, I'm going to say all farmers I watch are using some form of GPS. And again, some are definitely using more sophisticated forms of GPS, but again, still GPS, everyone. So again, just, like going back to all the European farming channels I watch, which, again, there's not a whole lot I watch because typically you gotta have an English-speaking one. Watching a farming channel that doesn't speak English, yeah, gotta have someone that speaks English, right? At least if you're an English speaker, anyway. So yeah, of all the ones I watch, like I said, I don't think that there's a single one that I know of that actually uses GPS, which this goes back to the whole thing of American farming versus European farming. That the differences are quite interesting. At least I think they are, anyway. Anyway, I think we're gonna maybe should we throw a hired worker on this, or should we throw work down? Let's see what a hired worker does. We'll throw a hired worker on this. See how well it does. And we're going to see if we can get some crop selling here. Also, let's can purchase soil. Yeah, let's purchase that soil information. Re-update that here. There we go. That's some interesting color on there. Huh. Very interesting. Well, anyway. Back to the farmyard here. And I don't know how well this truck's going to do in the snow. I guess we're going to find out, but... Nope. Maybe we can rock her back and forth a little bit. I don't know if that's really a thing in the game. Like you can rock it back and forth. I don't know if that actually works or not. Oh boy, but I think we might have to get the tow rope and I don't know, probably the front loader or something over here. Let's actually go find our, there it is, snowblower here real quick a minute. Get this a little more cleaned up. Oh, and speaking of cleaning up, you know what? What we're gonna have to do? Let me turn on the auto drive routes here, because what's gonna happen here is auto drive is gonna want to go through here somewhere. Oh, I'm gonna have to raise the line. I can't see him, can I? Let's see. I think there's a setting for this you can change. One moment while I attempt to find this here. One of the other settings here. Okay, I know there's a setting somewhere where we can actually like lift it up, right? That's probably auto connect start. I probably should like turn that off because half the time I don't actually like that feature. Minor detector, collision over ground. Line height, there we go. Above tractor, yep. That's what I was looking for. One. Have to follow this around here, go up the road, make sure we get a nice path snow blowed here for our trucks. Might have to work on it a little bit more here too, depending on how closely auto drive actually follows this line, everyone. I know auto drive, of course, is the same way too. Always had a bad habit of like not following the lines, even though it's a line I like recorded, so like it should be doable, right? I recorded that line with the vehicle, but anyway. We're putting snow on the field. That might not be a good idea, actually, thinking about that one. Run. plow through. It'd be so much quicker, wouldn't it? Oh, the road is covered. That's interesting. Huh. I didn't think that happened. And what also doesn't happen is I can't blow the snow off it, can I? Huh. How do you like that, Evan? How do you like that? Kind of annoying. Hopefully that's not going to cause any problems. Yeah, Alex said before on last episode, I don't know why, but when you're going this direction, the snowblower does not seem to work quite as well for some reason. I don't know why that is. You got other equipment that does that as well, but you know, it only works so well in one direction. The other direction, it doesn't work as well. I'm suspecting the same thing maybe with a snowblower as well, which is kind of too bad, but oh well. Nope, didn't mean to actually run into the truck there. There we go. And I might make this just a little bit wider right here a minute. Okay, let's see how that works, Evan. First off, we need to get the truck out here, though. That might be a little bit bigger of a problem. Not to mention there's a horn in there that really needs to go into horn dryer there. Let me turn off auto drive here. We'll just lower those back down here a minute. So, line height, ground level, that'll be good. Okay, not a good spot to get out here, apparently. Oh, might have a little more snow blowing to do behind here yet, too, don't we? Oh, so close, Evan. So close, but not quite. Might be time to get the Yankum rope out. Let's see. I think I've actually got a, is it a chain or a rope here somewhere? I'm not sure how well it would work with this truck, because again, when it comes to these, Evan, you need to be able to, like, attach them to the piece of equipment, and I don't know if this truck's going to have, like, an attacher on it. We can try it, though. Go back to the shop here, grab our front loader. Might be the one time we actually can use this. And I forget which way this went. I know the red end signified something of it. I forget if the red end had to go on the pulling vehicle or the vehicle being pulled. And I didn't see an attachment spot for this. See, this particular front loader might not even have an attachment spot on it, but so that might be just like not gonna work at all. Nope, not seeing any way to attach it unless I'm missing something. Okay, well, never mind. We'll just have to go the route of pushing it out. Maybe. As folks can see, the bucket works really good until it fills up, and then it's like, oh, yeah, no. Does not compute push snow. That bucket doesn't get very far, does it? Nope. Not gonna push that truck our way. Part of this problem is, too, we're like down in a little bit there. If we get out of our ruts here, we'll probably be fine. Problem is getting out of those ruts. And not to mention the snow I might have piled up right there. Whoops. Yeah, there's no movement. I wanted no movement. Or just try to scoop the snow away from it here. So far, the front loader's not getting stuck, which is probably a good thing. Everyone. Oh, yeah, I was going pretty good until we filled up. I should have thought of that. Good, watch that. Don't let it fill up. Got one more scoop out here, but we'll see if we can move the truck here then. If we still can't move the truck, by the way, then I'm not entirely sure. Obviously, yes, Evan, I can get it out. We just gotta, pick it up and move it. But, like, if it doesn't move now, I'm not sure what in the game I can do as far as, like, realistically moving this. Oh, can I not pick up, I might not be able to pick up the snow through there either. That might be kind of, annoying. I wonder why it's not letting me pick up the snow on the various objects. Or remove the snow at the very least, either way. Okay, let's see if the truck moves at all here now. Oh, would you look at that one? There we go. Come on, keep it moving. Nope, yeah, we got slid over here a little bit. Well, before we try to go forward, man, let's scoop that snow out of there. Oh, might have it here. Well, there we go. Now we're talking. Oh, now I gotta move this front loader out of the way. Now, the only thing is, too, I'm not sure I'm going to get this over to the dryer here or not. Well, actually, we should be able to, I think. There we go. And yes, Evan, I see it's about time to wrap it up here this episode. Let's get this cleared out here real quick a minute, then we'll have to call it here for this episode. And off camera, I'm going to start selling, well, whatever we have to sell, wheat, oats. Yeah, like I said, it doesn't let us remove the snow that's right there. That might cause us some problems, too. I don't know. We'll have to see once, Evan. Maybe it'll be fine, but... I think our easiest bet is going to be going all the way back around here again rather than trying to back up. Oh, hello, Plow. I wasn't expecting to see that sitting there. Let's, do you not work well with a hired worker? Or, wait, he actually might be stuck on that pile of snow. That might be the problem. Oops. Oh, no, he doesn't seem to be stuck. Okay, maybe he is. Oops. Note to self, do not snow blow where you're attempting, plow. And of course, I'm going to say plow. We're not talking about plowing snow. We're talking about plowing ground. How well the truck handles this mess here, too. I'm not sure how that's going to go. As long as he has some speed going at it, he should be fine, I would think. Remember this being up this high here for some reason, but okay, whatever. Anyway, with that, we need to wrap it up here this episode. You folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, Evan, thanks for watching, and until next time.